So Robbie Herrera, United's new head of youth, although it's not actually quite so new now. You've been in the role for a few weeks. How are you finding things?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. You know, we've got quite a few bodies. The coaches are they're all in position, and they've done great. They're doing some good work. So yeah, it's looking promising for the future.
Now you've been involved in coaching at first team level and at youth team level for quite some time now, but this must have been a different challenge altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Obviously, I've got to mentor the coaches that we've got here, try to improve the standard of coaching, getting a little detail into the coaches that they can pass on to the players. So yes, it's different for me, but great. You know, I'm enjoying it. I'm still learning, obviously, as we all are. But yeah, like I say, I'm enjoying it, and hopefully we can get some players through into our first team.
Now you mentioned about bringing new coaches in. Obviously, it's great to have trophies and results that you know. It's not all about those. At the end goal, obviously, is producing footballers that are able to play for the Torquay United first team. So how key has that been to making sure that you've got the right personnel in place?
Yes, it's tough. You know, it's there's not that many coaches out there. And the ones that are, everybody's vying for. So it has been difficult, but like I say, we're slowly getting there. It's got to be the right fit for us. You know, they've got to have the right personality. They've got to have a good manner with the kids. They've got to know their stuff, obviously. But you know, we can help them get their badges and mentor them in that capacity. And hopefully, you know, we can get a little bit of detail that they're just missing at the moment into their coaching.
But it's not totally about tearing the rule book, is it? Because obviously you've had a firm basis on which to build on, obviously, both in terms of the coaches and also the players as well. Yeah.
I mean, you know, some of the players that we've had here or got here have been here for a good few years. You know, as of some of the coaches. So hopefully they can start seeing some of the changes that I'm looking to bring in. Some new procedures, policies, which we need to have, you know, because at some stage we're going to get back into the Football League, and we don't want to get there and start to think, oh, you know, we've got so much to do. So if we start getting things in place now, that'll be great. But like I say, you know, the coaches have all been here the majority have been here for a few years. They know, you know, the highs and lows of how the club have fared over the last few seasons, and they just come in and they do their stuff. You know, it's about developing the kids. Great, and you touched on it a minute ago. You know, if we can go and develop them and they're on a winning streak, fantastic. But you know, the results aren't the be-all and end-all. It's about developing, you know, the players.
With this pathway from the youth team going up into the first team being so key, do you think the fact that you've got that wealth of knowledge to call upon, that's going to help things along a little bit better?
It hopefully should do. Yeah. You know. During my time as youth coach here, we had a few bodies that got into the first team and stayed in and around it for a few years. So yeah, I've got an idea of what it takes to get through. You know, we're still going to push the boys. You know, I've said to them, you know, I'm going to push them as hard as I can. You know, and I'm not sorry for doing that. You know, it's not about us as coaches. It's about trying to produce players for Torquay United Football Club.
Robbie, of course, with your extensive history at Plainmoor, it's obviously fantastic to have you back, and you're obviously a very popular appointment with the fans, as much as anybody else, but you've fulfilled almost every role here at Torquay United. It must really feel like a club that's close to your heart.
It is, yeah. I obviously grew up, you know, stone's throw away from the ground. Used to go up to watch the games with my dad, you know. Been here as a player, youth coach, assistant manager, you know, back as head of youth. You know, I've driven the minibus. So I've done a little bit of everything. Yeah, and it's obviously a club close to my heart. So, you know, whilst I was away from the club at times, it was, you know, one of the first results I look for. And let's hope we have a good season, get the club back into the Football League where it belongs, you know, and get the community involved in it.
Well, Robbie, thank you for joining us, and here's to a successful season.
Thank you.